Hey guys, welcome to Gameplayx4. I hope you guys are doing fine. We're doing okay over here. Just want to say, so we got some news for you today. We had the state of play, obviously. Mario Party online. I mean, Mario Party is finally getting online, and obviously we have other stuff to talk about. But anyways, how you guys doing? Doing fine. I mean,
I'm I'm good. I was busy today, long day, so I'm pretty tired. Not gonna lie to you.
yeah, we
But
all
Same.
it's
had
been a
I
good
just
busy
week.
got
life.
from work, so same.
It's been a good week. Just playing that Apex.
Oh, okay.
What you
So,
guys been doing?
I burn out. So fucking hot for you. Like,
It's actually been that heat wave is kind of crazy this week.
but it was
yeah.
cool.
Nice. Like it wasn't overbearing.
Well, in the room is like hot. It's hot,
Oh
so
well,
you
yeah,
feel
your
that
guys'
shit.
room. Yeah, that shit's fucking hot.
But like outside is like, man, it feels super nice to be out here. It feels like spring.
Yeah, well, we're still technically in spring.
I know that, but you know how these seasons are late, always fucking
Yeah,
always late.
yeah, yeah.
The seasons are always late, so it feels like spring just started, but it's
hmm
not. So it's about summer's about to start in a month, so
Yeah, no.
yeah. But yeah, just still playing Apex, still ranking up and all that. That's pretty much what
I
I've been
mean,
playing
we're
this
just
week.
waiting for the new season, though, right? Which is gonna come on May 4th.
Oh yeah, on Tuesday. Oh, it's new season, new legend, and new in an arena game mode, which we'll talk about in a bit.
Hmm.
But yeah, you guys been on that Monster Hunter?
Yeah, the new version, the new update.
I haven't even started the new update
I have,
No.
I have.
because I've been like either coming home late from work or just been too fucking tired, and then I kind of wanted to start doing my the the drawing.
No,
So like I've been working on that, and I'm just like I need to work on this because I kind of want to see it through.
yeah.
But yeah,
You
That's the
mean
Spider-Man
the
drawing you're
Spider
doing,
Man?
right?
Yeah, the Spider Man you're doing.
right.
Nah, it's pretty good.
I saw it. I'm like, I wonder what he's gonna do with it.
I saw the sketch on Instagram. Yeah, the one you were working at.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm doing it in my own way with Costa Rican inspiration because there's not really a lot of Costa Rican art, so I'm trying to mix the two.
There isn't a lot of Costa Rican art, or there
Yeah,
isn't a lot of Costa Rican art out here.
yeah, exposed here. Like you don't see it anywhere. So I'm trying to like mix the two and stuff like that because you don't see it here. I mean, obviously
Now,
you see in
how
Costa Rica,
how
but you don't
how are
see
they
it here.
gonna know it's Costa Rican?
Because it is the way that I'm doing it is Costa Rica is they're known for their ox cart art,
Mm-hmm.
and they're the only country that does that. So it's kind of like synonymous with them.
What do you mean it's
So
anonymous?
you're gonna be the Costa Rican art ambassador, huh?
No, I kind of just like want to put it out there and then kind of see like how people reaction towards it,
Okay.
especially mixing pop culture with the cultural side of Costa Rican art because I
Yeah.
mean you don't really see that. So even with like cultural, I mean you kind of see with Mexican art, like you see a little bit of the old cultural into the new,
Hmm.
but like you don't see a lot of it. And so, and especially with Costa Rican art, you just don't see it at all. So I kind of wanted to do that, kind of be like the first one because I just don't see anyone doing it.
I could see some.
Okay.
That's something that's really interesting idea. To be honest, I haven't seen Costa Rican art.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
submit this anywhere, or are you gonna form a gallery?
So it is actually it came to me as an inspiration for a comic cover design. So I'm actually going to draw it, finalize it, and then transfer it over to an actual comic cover, and then probably get it graded because you can actually what you can do is you can contact whatever grading company and then tell them that you're the artist. And then
Oh,
by
okay.
telling them that you're the artist, they have to like verify you and stuff like that. And then you can send stuff, and then you get a yellow label saying that it's from the actual artist or whatnot. So like you don't have because usually CGC like someone has to witness that that the artist actually did it. But if it's coming straight from the artist and the artist submits it to their company, then they don't need to do that because they know it's coming straight from the artist.
Okay.
So like a lot of like, let's say like a Jim Lee, right? Jim Lee can draw it, and then if he submits it to CGC, then CGC doesn't have to witness that he did because obviously it's coming from him. And then so they'll give it the yellow label. But if they didn't witness it, like let's say it's just a random person, right? Like Ruben got a signature on a comic, but CGC didn't witness it, and he sends it off to CGC. CGC will put a green label and say someone wrote on the comic. That's what they'll literally say. And it's,
So it's
like
pretty much just like whatever.
Right.
Wow.
So it like for like if you decided Josh to do it one day and like design a cover right for a comic, you can literally just tell CGC and they'll verify you as an artist, and then you submit it like a normal person, and then they'll give you the yellow label, and then you get it back saying this is from the artist Joshua Acosta. And then so you can sell it at a premium because it is verified and it is coming straight from the artist.
Interesting.
Right.
That's dope. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Enough Viva's tales. We gotta get this podcast rolling. So first topic of the day has no title because we don't like putting titles on these slides. But Microsoft is apparently
It's selling handbags.
No, they're selling handbags. They're selling water. They got fridges for you. The only thing that they don't have is games. No, some real stuff.
I mean,
no,
they got games, just not first party games.
That's not their game. Though. That's not Xbox.
Another game.
You
They
can't
just
say
have
they
games
don't
on their
have
platform. No, they don't have games.
Right.
They have games on their platform, but they don't have Xbox games.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have first party games.
Yeah, they don't got games. That's pretty.
I mean, PlayStation is kind of in the same boat, and we're barely seeing a. Yeah, I mean,
all we got
and they're right, and we're barely getting a slew of games from PlayStation. Like after how many? How long since the PS5 has been released?
Since what, November?
Since the PS5 released, because the only title was Demon Souls that was exclusive to the PS5, and that is still up to debate whether it's limited because we don't know if it's coming to PC.
Oh, most likely it will be on PC.
Oh yeah,
it most likely will be. Yeah, like Godfall was a PlayStation 5 PC game, but
that was from the beginning.
Godfall's gonna
what
be on
about
PS4.
now?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on Xbox, but because again, that was only for a year. But from the beginning, PlayStation PlayStation and PC.
Godfall is gonna be on PS4.
Oh yeah. But they
which
also
is kinda
announced
dumb.
that it was gonna be, but it's also gonna be on Xbox.
I know. Yeah, it's only like unlimited exclusivity.
I mean, it's like kind of like everyone's waiting for the PC release of Final Fantasy, right? Like the limited time has ended, and now everyone just waiting for that shit to come out on PC.
For real. So Microsoft is gonna be giving their PC developers a bigger cut.
Yeah.
So it's putting pressure on Steam apparently because their developers are gonna be more enticed to put their games on.
And it increases to like 18% more, so increase more revenue.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're still gonna put the games on Steam. So whether they make it or not is on PC, it's gonna be on Steam or Microsoft Store, whatever the fuck it's gonna be at.
Yeah, but they're doing that because Epic riots, right? Because they plan to implement more games for Epics.
It's actually a 70-30 split, so
yeah,
right.
Which is a big fucking cut. Not gonna lie to you. If I was getting a nice that split cut, I'd make more games on this platform too. But what do you think about that?
I think it's great. Competition creates games. Competition makes other companies fear their pockets. So they matched what Epic is doing with their developers and their gaming companies and the people who are on their platform. And so Microsoft is like, why aren't we doing the same thing? We already have all the money in the world. Why aren't we doing the same cut?
Dead
And
ass.
so they're in a rise, like, and we're seeing sales rise and skyrocket for Xboxes because why? Because of just solely on Game Pass. And what is that gonna drive even more people to go to Game Pass? When you have developers make games exclusively for you and wanting to do it exclusively for you because you're giving them more an incentive to do so.
Yeah, but at least they have more budget to make more games, basically.
Well, not only
Well,
that, but
it's not
it's
a higher
more, it's
budget. It's just that
no, yeah, right.
they get a higher cut
Uh,
from putting those games on those platforms.
yeah, but they just put more pressure.
Money, no, well, but it's putting more money in the developers' pockets back again. You know, like
No, yeah,
and
I'm
they're.
saying the budget is the same. They're just getting more back.
I'm answering Ruben.
Oh, okay.
Not you. Yeah. It's putting more money back into the developers' hands, and which makes it even more, enticing for developers and game companies now. Like, and so it creates a fervor of wanting. It creates an environment where Microsoft is like in the best state right now, where it has a shitload of studios, and it's making an environment where developers are going to want to make games and more incentivized to make games for them because they're getting more of a cut for their games on those platforms.
And also, if I was a developer, man, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put my game on Game Pass, and I'm gonna get a big cut." Fuck yes.
And
Like,
not
why
only
wouldn't I do
that,
that?
because you also like, let's say you're on Microsoft, right? You're not only putting it on Game Pass, you're putting it on PC, and so you can get cut on both ways.
And technically, you're putting it on mobile. You wanna know why?
Mobile?
Because xCloud. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, you could play xCloud on your mobile device, so you have
Right.
your games on the go technically by technicality. So
Right.
I mean, it's a win-win in the Microsoft situation. Like we only see Microsoft doing more and more for gaming, but it's like how much more are they gonna keep doing this? Like once they start winning, then what? They're gonna cut back like they used to? That's the only problem. That's the only problem that all these companies have.
I mean, I think, yeah, but the thing is, I think with Phil Spencer, Phil Spencer stays at the helm, let's say for 10 plus more years, right? Until we see another generational Xbox, right? I think we only could see things rise even more for Microsoft's on Microsoft's platform. Because and you can tell because where PlayStation is losing, I mean they're losing all of their Japanese developers, like the companies that they work with. Why? Because they're centralizing and going to the West. They're focusing everything to the West. What is Microsoft doing? They already have the West. And so now they're focusing going to the East because they were like, we already have our Western audience. So we're going to go and fuck with our the Eastern audience. Why? Because our sales don't reflect as well as they do here. And then so what are they doing? They're buying all the fucking Japanese companies, developing companies. Minecraft is a huge thing, and that was their first step into Japan.
No, they just need to buy Sega or Capcom. They'd be chilling.
Right. I think Capcom would be the safest.
But again, like like one of their big gets is fucking PSO. Like how much millions does that game make? And what do? They made it exclusively to their platform. And then so it's just like holy fucking shit. Like that is such a fucking brilliant idea and they put their money behind it. And so they're going to see the fruits of it. I mean, just on the game demo alone, I mean the beta on Japan's side was like crazy amounts of fucking numbers of people just testing out the fucking game in Japan. Imagine if it was opened up globally, which it will be soon. But I mean, how much many more people are you going to see testing out that game? So I mean, they're only creating like success for them in the future, and like that's what I think Phil Spencer is doing. He's just laying out the dominoes, and he's just like here, and here, and then we're gonna see all the money come by when we knock this first domino, and we're gonna see the effect of that because. I mean, they're already fucking pushing Star Citizen out. They're like, "Fuck that, we're getting Star Citizen. I don't give a fuck what you guys say, Bethesda, but we're pushing that shit out, right?" We already get news of Halo Infinite and how they reworked their whole system and how they're implementing a shitload of things for the PC. Why? Because that the Master Chief Collection, that since it went to PC, they've seen numbers skyrocket on PC. Why? Because there is a huge community for Halo on PC because of all the mods and everything. That was before the collection went on PC. Like people were still playing Halo 2 online.
Halo
Right,
was
and
huge on PC way before the Master Chief Collection.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said before the Master Chief Collection. That's why there was a huge community still playing Halo 2 online. To the point where Microsoft cut off that server, the community put it back on and made their own fucking servers for Halo 2. That's how big a community Halo has on
have
PC.
those two fan-made games too. Okay.
Right. And then so like and now they're seeing that and they're like, all right, let's implement all we can into the PC port. And then so we're seeing that and they can I in Phil Spencer's hands, I can see them doing no wrong because they did so much like bad decisions in the Xbox One era that like because after 360 had its run and then they went into the one, it was just bad decisions on top of another and top of another and top of another.
Metric.
and then since Phil Spencer, took the helm, you started seeing things change. And what did they do? They changed for the gamers, right? They changed for people that wanted to play these games. And how do they do it? Well, I'm gonna implement a fucking space where even on release day you'll be able to play these games for not even a premium.
Right. Now, go on everything you just said about Phil Spencer saving grace, saving Xbox One, because he pretty much saved Xbox One. Xbox One
Right.
has been like under 20K sell, 20 million sales. Now I just gotta see those games that Phil Spencer signed off on, because like he became head of Xbox One like 3 years ago. Was it 2018?
Right. Yeah, I believe
Correct me
so.
if I'm wrong. I think it was 18. I think it was 17, 18, one of the two. Whichever year it was. Ever since then, I mean, it's been it's gonna be 3 years, going on 4. We should start seeing. I guess not really. We should start seeing those games next year, because it
Yeah.
does take time to get those games signed off to be done and ready and shit. So, I guess by 2022, you should start seeing those games that he signed off on, and if they're good or not.
By the beginning of 2022?
I would say mid
not
to
only,
late.
yeah, mid to late. But not only that, because also COVID, right, is pushing back a lot of shit. Like, developers have had to push back things, but also a lot of developers got scared because of Cyberpunk.
I mean, there's been Cyberpunk games before Cyberpunk.
I understand,
There's
but
been
because of that
games.
outlash, right? I know that. I'm not saying that there hasn't been, but since Cyberpunk, since the outcry and what has happened to the point where they're still not on the PlayStation Store back, and how many months have we passed, and they're still not back in the fucking PlayStation Store. They don't. I mean, how many times have they pushed back, fucking games, and as of recent, right? They keep pushing shit back because they're like, yeah, after Cyberpunk, let's not make the same mistakes, right?
Yeah, check up.
I learned that
like a fucking Halo.
I wish I learned that after Arkham Knight. Shit.
The one on the PC.
we're talking about the era. You're talking about before there. Now we're talking about the era after Cyberpunk, and now seeing that people prefer to wait to have a fucking amazing game rather a game that is pushed because of bugs and whatnot, and then get a faulty ass fucking
game right now. Within a year or so, people are gonna forget about the Cyberpunk incident, and they're gonna begin to buy games they want again. They still do technically. It's not like they don't.
I mean,
people still ordering.
Oh yeah, of course. But I mean, again, it is more. it is more now well thought out. But I feel like if there is another incident again, like because I definitely maybe like in 5 or 6 years there's gonna be a game and it's gonna be like the same thing with Cyberpunk, and then you're gonna see because now what has happened, and whether it's funny or not or ironic, is that we have a shitload of crybabies online.
Hell yeah.
And then because of those fucking crybabies, we're seeing a shitload of things where, and because we have the internet and we have social platforms, you're seeing the effects of people saying and reflecting on the grades of the games, on the public rating of games and stuff
we
like
have
that.
crybabies for a lot of things though. We have crybabies because one character has too much boobs. Like, who cares? We got crybabies because one character's boobs were jiggling in Fortnite. Who cares?
No,
We got
none of those are
crybabies.
negatives.
Yeah, but the thing
We
is,
have crybabies because one particular character in Overwatch had a certain pose. Who cares?
the thing is that is not what it is. What it is that the point is of the gameplay, whether the game is playable or not. Especially if a game that has a shitload of hype.
Not all crybabies are right though.
I think
crybabies is right. I'm saying when it.
Yeah, I get what Andres is saying, but I think you're putting too much faith in the gaming industry.
I'm not. No, I'm definitely not. I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm gonna tell you why. You're right. Cyberpunk was a disaster, but
right.
And from 2013 to I want to say 15 or 16 was probably like the era of buggy, broken games. I mean, you couldn't go a release without having games. Assassin's Creed was missing faces. Some games were like Arkham Knight, like you couldn't really play it on a PC. Some people are literally just following through the world. Like it was like every game that was like major AAA at the time, except like The Witcher, we had like huge issues right at launch. I mean, it pissed people off like left and right. And nothing changed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they will learn under the Arkham
again. That's why. But that's why I said to Josh earlier, that was before the Cyberpunk. I call it the Cyberpunk era, right?
I know what you mean, but Halo Infinite was delayed before Cyberpunk came out.
I understand, but I'm just saying you're seeing that with a lot of more developers. I mean, we're seeing that a slew of developers are doing that now. It's not just like one or two that are spread out there like, oh, we're gonna delay this, oh, we're gonna delay that. No, just like, no, we're delaying this, we're delaying this, we're delaying this, we're delaying this.
Last gen is also the gen of delays too.
No, I get what you're saying. Like we understand it. It's just that I think you're misattributing the reason why they're delaying it to Cyberpunk. I think they're just delaying it because of COVID.
And that's why I said because of COVID, Ken. That was one of the reasons why.
No, I'm saying like Cyberpunk isn't a reason at all. Like I'm saying that.
It could. I'm saying it could be a reason because of that. I'm not saying that it's a definitive reason. I am saying that could be a reason that could affect the game, right? Or because they don't want to see the same backlash. Especially like the developers don't want to see the same backlash on certain things. But it's not a definitive factor on it.
We are going to agree to disagree, but I want to put this topic on hold because speaking of Cyberpunk, I believe there's another topic for this week that has something to do with Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Which is the only reason why I'm not asleep right now. So we're gonna. So I had to show up today because we need some people need to get roasted. All right.
I need to be awake for this roast.
There needs to be at least 3 roasts in this podcast today. For like 3 companies. Yeah, 3 companies just get roasted. And it so that's why I had to show up. I mean, my camera's not on because I'm not even gonna lie, I'm like half asleep right now.
It was a long day for me too,
yeah. So that's why I had to show up. Yeah, it was late. Apologize. At the end of the day,
at least you're here.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I just remembered. I was looking at YouTube while I was setting my alarm, and I saw this pop up. And I saw the topics on the title. I was like, damn, that's right. I have to roll some company today. So I had to get on. So that's why I'm here right now. So yeah, but I said we're gonna agree to disagree, but we're gonna put this topic on hold. And then for the cyberpunk topic, that's gonna be later in the podcast. And we're gonna continue that then, okay?
All right. I guess we'll move to some juicy stuff. Apex is getting a new mode. It's a permanent mode. It's called Arenas. Fortnite already has this mode kinda. It's just 3v3. You get to it's kind of like Valorant, CS:GO, where you get like a buy system in the beginning. You get to buy whatever guns, armor, like attachments you want, and then I don't know how much money you get or point system you get in the beginning.
I think you get to
1150 for now.
I think it depends how much damage and kill they do. You get.
I mean, like in the beginning before
like
the round
starting money. Yeah.
At the beginning,
you probably don't get much. You probably get something to go just to get you by.
Yeah, enough to usually get like a gun or a pistol.
Like you get pistol and a one shield. That's
right.
Yeah, and so you can use any legend in this one, including the new one that's coming out. It's a 3v3 elimination. I don't know if it's best of 4.
I think it's essentially.
I thought it was best of 3.
Yeah, it's essentially
3-2 or 4-3.
Yeah, so, it's essentially 3v3 Valorant.
Yeah, 3v3.
Okay, so pretty much that. Only thing hopefully is more interesting in Valorant, because Valorant is fucking slow as shit.
Yeah, 13 rounds. Holy cow!
But this game mode looks like it's gonna be fun as shit. Not gonna lie to you. They made maps specifically for this game mode, so it's not like they're just throwing you on one part of the map like fucking Warzone does when they're doing the game mode. They'll just put you on one map and then they'll put the ring around it so you can't leave that map. I'm like, yeah, that's just lazy as shit. So all these maps for Arena are made for Arena. So they're not like big battle royale-ish maps. They're like kind of like team deathmatch maps if you want to see it that way. Game mode's looking sick. Valkyrie's looking sick as fuck. Can't wait. Tuesday. So
even her her ult is kind of amazing too.
Oh, this fucking fire.
It changed the whole meta of the game, to be honest.
Oh, she comes out Tuesday?
Yeah.
She come out May 4, yeah.
Damn.
Yes,
with the mode and everything.
Yeah, that's the greatest day of all time for me then.
Birthday, really.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that up right there. That's gonna be fun.
Nah, that's Star Wars Day. We're not aware of Ken's birthday. We're only aware of Star Wars Day.
May the Orphe be with you.
I'm not.
And to be honest, I won't be surprised if they make tournaments about that. The arena mode.
Be tournaments and the shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. If depending how fun this is probably the main game mode I play. I like the battle royale. It's just I just get salty when I land and I don't get a gun or I get a shield.
No. We get salty because of the third party every time. To be honest,
third party, I don't care about the third party. I just care about when I land in one whole building and got no gun. Like
I remember
now that they will present that like how you guys play, because you guys are like really in it in Apex. Would you guys try to consider really like being sweaty in this mode?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, what the hell?
Everybody's
gonna do the same.
Well, if you think about it, it's weird. Apex is one of those weird games where pubs is more sweaty than ranked. Ranked,
oh my god, it's hilarious, dude.
You can actually breathe in ranked. In pubs, everyone's just sweaty as shit. I'm just like, God damn.
In pubs, you have every single level on one area.
In Apex, is it ranked MMR?
What?
It's skill-based matchmaking, right?
Yes, it's skill-based.
Yeah, but when it comes to pub, it's just random.
Right? Right.
Yeah,
okay.
when it comes to pub, it's just random. So you can
say that if you want to get good, play pub.
Yeah, you want to get good. Yeah. But you have epic predator against like bronze players.
Like pubs players play so fucking weird, bro. I don't know what it is. It's just weird.
No, it's the meta. Yeah, we talked about this before. Meta, meta stuff. When you're competitive, everyone goes for the meta. You know how they're gonna act.
In pubs, they don't play meta. They just
play exactly. But in pubs, everyone's just like, whatever. I'm gonna try whatever.
Bro, in pubs they go with the best team, which was I think it was Horizon, Octane, and sometimes it'll be what to call it, Bloodhound. or they switch it off for Revenant. That's the
Yeah, I
main.
They'll
mean,
have it in every fucking team.
yeah, I mean, I can tell you right off the rip that Horizon was going to be broken. I mean, that kind of movie.
No. Bakari, the new character is gonna be broken. Like he's gonna replace so
The
many.
thing about Valkyrie is that her ult launches her team up. Who knows how fast they get that? Right now, Horizon is probably she has the best movement. She can get her teammates.
Yeah,
to
she
play.
can team it. Yeah,
Pathfinder is great, but he only can get his teammates to place with his ult. She just drops an ability and that's it.
Yeah, it doesn't last as long, but it's still there. Like it's like
And it
like
gets
as soon as I saw it, I'm just like, oh, that's not fair. That can't.
No, it's the ability of Horizon to put her the warp. They can go all the way up,
Mhm.
and then that he could vanish in like less than 5 seconds.
Yeah,
That's
man.
the best ability. Like nobody
Yeah,
could,
man.
could go up.
That's what
Instead
it
of
is.
Pathfinder, he put the zip line, right?
Yeah,
And then anybody can take it.
whenever you have a game that's as vertical as Horizon, a game that's as vertical as Apex, then when you have characters that can move vertically really well, they just are broken.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is. I mean, that's why Pathfinder was once broken, and that's why
I mean, they're nerfing. They're nerfing forever, dude. Like, oof.
He should be able to take away his zip line once he places it, and they zip away. Just like take it away, but they're not gonna do that.
Can you imagine you put a zip line across like lava, and as soon as the enemy team take like yoink, like you're done, like you're dead.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for that one.
He gets so many free kills.
The different maps for arena mode is the 3 different maps, right?
Yeah, those are the 3 different maps right now. Yeah, the lava one. It's pretty much the 3 maps. Actually, there's more than 3 maps. Actually, there's 5. Yeah. So there is Phase Runner, which is I forgot what that map is called.
In Apex?
Canyon? King Canyon?
Yeah, I think it's King Canyon. Not the original map. It's the second map that came out. So it's Phase Runner. And then you have a map in Olympus. It looks like it's a certain section of Olympus, but it's not. It just has the same materials and textures and shit.
Yeah.
Same thing with Canyon and the other fucking map. I just don't know the name of that one. There's another map. Huh?
The best game mode in Apex is the boxing. Okay, that's fun.
Oh, the boxer ring.
We were taking all challengers. You know, I got 24 kills before I went down.
You were pressing.
People were jumping in and out because they were scared. They knew the truth.
Another map is Mirage's Party Crasher.
Is this supposed to be you saying for 3v3?
3v3 mode, yeah.
Okay.
I can no lie to you though. I can see this game mode bringing in a new crowd because for people that don't like battle royales, but they like that consistent, thing. Like I can get this, get that, and then do work with this. You probably see probably grab more people. That's probably why they did it too. Because I'm gonna be in that arenas. Arenas is looking fire.
Yeah, to be honest, it's more practical. It's like more to
Lifeline
like it's all about your how well you play in the game instead of being third party by.
It looks like Lifeline might be busted in this game. Who knows?
No, remember Lifeline is gonna get nerfed. It's not gonna have the shield no more in a new season.
She's gonna have the shield. She just has to commit.
No, she's not gonna have the shield no more.
No. That it's gonna be the original Lifeline.
Oh, the real Lifeline? Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's like she has to commit to the res, not just press E and walk away.
I don't know about you, Andres, but by the way they're talking, it sounds like this topic is over. Do you agree?
Okay.
Pretty sure that's a yes.
Whatever.
I guess.
Oh yeah.
Apex,
oh my god! I just remember.
Is the arena coming out May 4th?
Yes. Everything comes May 4th. Everything come out May 4th.
Okay, sounds good. 100 million players. Why don't you join them, people? Warzone also had 100 million. Take that for what it's worth.
Yeah. I mean, we can move on if you want to.
All right. It's everything about Apex.
So someone put this here. I didn't see the trash of play because I knew it was gonna be trash.
It wasn't stated like my
pretty much.
Yeah, it was like
they showed like 3-4 indie games. Among Us comes to PlayStation. Whoop de doop. Everyone's playing that on PC anyways. Whatever. Or they're mobile. Honestly, it's kind of
something
late
like
for
that.
Among Us to come to another platform.
I
Wait,
think
so
Among Us is there
so,
already though.
so when does Ratchet and Clank come out?
It comes out, I think it's June 11th, June 11th, right? Yeah, I think
I
it's June 11th.
yeah, it's in June.
Okay, not that far from now.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
June
it
11th.
To
looks
be
really
honest,
good.
the gameplay looks dope. Like
This the whole state of play was pretty much Ratchet and Clank. Like, I mean, yeah, we saw gameplay of it before, but we saw more things, and I mean, the game looks great overall. It hasn't,
Yeah.
hopefully, that's what the game looks like. It looks like that's the real game, so it
Right.
doesn't look like
I mean,
the
I mean, if you saw the stream wasn't that great quality, but after the stream, they uploaded a 4K
Oh yeah, the
version of
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, they always do that.
and that one, and that one,
yeah,
you
the
actually it looked
game
really
looks
well.
great overall. I mean, we expected it. It looked great when they first showed it. It looks great now. I mean, they show it's like it looking like it's an open world hub type of
oh
game, not an open world game. So
no, some places are.
I mean, I
open
think
world,
I think
all of
that's
them.
I think that's a good lesson to learn too. I mean, you have all these people out here these days building these computers trying to stream 4K. If a $1 billion company can't do it, neither can you.
yeah, that's true. It's just too much fucking bandwidth, man. Like,
Yeah,
people don't
Yeah.
want to estimate how much bandwidth it takes to just use stream 1080 60.
yeah.
That's a lot of fucking bandwidth.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
Andres, so you see how you're the only one here who owns a PlayStation 5. You getting this game?
I don't know, Nate. Chewy owns it.
No, don't
I'm
worry.
pretty,
Josh's
I'm
gonna
pretty
buy it
sure
for you, and he's gonna go play
I'm
with
pretty
it.
sure Chewy's gonna go and buy
Go tell Chewy he's gonna have Ratchet and Clank. I'm just gonna go over to play with him, okay?
it.
We're gonna make a line for his PS5. Okay, we're just gonna take turns.
Like
Play. Get your car ready, yo.
So speaking of PlayStation 5, Andres, you have one. How's your experience been with PlayStation 5?
I've actually not even held or played anything on PS5.
And there you go, people. Failed console.
It's funny. I kind of don't. I have like I. It's weird. Like I don't want to go into it as of yet until I have my own. In a weird way, like I have my Series
Oh, so you're
X.
planning to get one?
Yeah, but not like
Well,
I'm planning on get one when there's like a special edition.
Okay, fair enough. What are you looking for? Any particular game like special edition? Like what game would have to be?
Maybe God of War. If they came out with a special edition of God of War. If not God of War, then maybe a Final Fantasy one or a Monster Hunter one.
Okay,
Like because I mean I love my PS4 Pro of the Monster Hunter one.
They have precedence for that. Yeah, they have precedence for those games.
We just pray to make another Monster Hunter World.
They already are. It does not pray. They already are doing it. World.
It's called Monster Hunter Rise.
No, it's not.
No.
Those are two different developing teams in Capcom that make the portable and the world one.
But guess what, kids? It's still Monster Hunter.
I know it's still Monster Hunter, but it's
Monster
not the
Hunter,
same series.
Same series, man. It's like saying Dragon Quest this, Dragon Quest that. It's all
like
the same shit.
it's not because it's different, and each
Different play
Monster
style.
Hunter has different mechanics.
Alright, so
So,
let me
like,
give you an
each-
alright, so Monster Hunter, what do you do? Monster Hunter World, what do you do?
If we're really gonna talk about basics,
basics,
fucking
yeah.
Josh, then that's like saying
no.
Pokemon. What do you do in
Right.
Pokemon? Catch Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon's the same shit since
Catch
1999.
Pokemon and then you fight trainers. That's all you do.
I mean, yeah, it's
But
different. No, Monster Hunter World is different. You know, instead of they just copy 90% of the code instead of 100.
Well, actually, no. Rise was first in development before World, actually. So it was, yeah. So they both had the same ideas, but they went into different directions when it came to different mechanics. So they actually copied the what is the grapple in World from the wire bug in Rise.
Wait, but before we continue.
Hmm.
Okay. This is probably the only time I'll get to say it. So you're saying one Monster Hunter game copied another Monster Hunter game?
Yeah. So like I guess
Okay, you heard it here, people. You heard it.
yeah,
Okay, you heard them. Problem
So
solved.
no,
Problem solved.
what the development team were saying is that they saw what Rise was doing and they took inspiration, and that's where they got the grapple from, because they were already implementing the wire bug mechanic in Rise.
right.
Yeah.
See.
They just make the grappling hook better. To be
Yeah. Plus, they're right next to each other, so they look at what they're doing, and then they peek in what the other guy's doing, and then
you're like,
they
oh,
they
great
exchange
idea. I'll
ideas and
just make it better.
inspirations. Right.
But for the record, they copied. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Next time. Oh wait. We didn't even talk about state of play.
We did.
Yeah, it's still play Ratchet and
Yeah, we
Clank.
actually did. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of playing Ratchet and
All
Clank.
there was pretty 80% of that shit, 90%.
It was Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, was it at least interesting? Like, or do you think Ratchet and Clank is just my bad, Ratchet ass Clank is just a tech demo?
No,
No,
I think
it's gonna be the
it's
best
really
game,
interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of the best games.
This game looks really fucking good.
Too
There's
good.
people out there that don't say this don't look next gen. They're lying to themselves. They are blind.
It's one of
amount of
the
effects-
most next gen games that I've seen.
The amount of effects that going on screen at once, all these polygons moving back and forth, the reflections all look really fucking good. This game looks like a next generation game.
Yeah.
But you know what? Talking about next generation games, I was seeing people play Returnal, and Returnal looks like a next gen game too. It looks
Returnal looks
really
fucking
good.
too.
Yeah.
That game gives me Metroid vibes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Like a couple.
But everyone was saying is that a lot of people were comparing. They're like, "Oh, we got Metroid Prime."
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. Like I was talking trash about the game a few weeks ago, but yeah, it looks pretty good.
Well, Returnal?
Yeah, Returnal. That's the one with the lady in spacesuit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game looks fire, bro. That game.
It's
If you're a gamer,
and they're also
playing that game.
yeah, they were also calling that game the Day After Tomorrow game.
The day after tomorrow.
Okay.
Bruce movie, because
okay.
you know how he like every time he dies, he
Yeah,
comes back. Yeah, he respawns.
Yeah, that game is really one of those sleepers. But Sony wasn't marketing that game that much, to be honest. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, they were just marketing
That game
Ratchet and
that they
Clank.
put money into.
That game had more word of mouth than advertisement.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this casuals ain't gonna know what this game is, but the hardcore will.
I mean, you gotta think about it though. Do they? I don't think Sony's gonna believe that the game's gonna chart. I think that's why they.
That's another reason why. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was looking at top games. Mario Kart 8 was one of the best selling games.
Of course.
It's Mario Kart. But it's Mario Kart.
I think it was like number 6.
We already knew this though, but it's Mario Kart.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about a game that came out in 2014. Come on.
Yeah.
But
On
is it like?
EU.
But is it like? But is it Nintendo has like maybe 4 games in the top 20?
So Mario Kart and Animal Crossing, are they killing it? When was the last time you heard them advertise those 2 games?
That's true.
Yeah,
Well, they
I think-
advertised it once, and that's it.
Yeah, I think Sony like probably didn't expect Returnal to be a big game because it's like
Right.
it's like most games when they first come out for the console, especially early in the life cycle, they're kind of just there to hold you over. And then
Yeah.
before after like the first 2 years, everyone's like, "Oh, look at this new God of War or Last of Us or blah blah."
They pushed the big names.
Yeah,
Rise and Spider-Man.
but it does look good, and
that's what they're pushing Ratchet and Clank, to be honest, because
But this is not an easy game, so you think if you had a hard time playing Cuphead, good luck playing this game. I'm just saying right now.
Oh my god, Cuphead was.
But that game was fun as shit though. That game was.
How
Fun
you,
as shit.
how you went to hardcore mode for Cuphead?
I think I played it, beat it in the hardest difficulty.
Fuck no.
I think I played it in the hardest.
I don't want to have
I
headaches.
didn't unlock. I think I played it in hard, but I didn't unlock the hardest.
right.
Yeah, I didn't unlock the hardest difficulty.
The one
Fuck.
that get clapped by one hit?
I'm good. I could play hard, but not that other insane bullshit. I ain't got time for that.
Insanity?
I played it on the hardest difficulty.
Wait,
You
what?
want to know how I knew? Because the whole time, it's like I was telling Josh, like the whole time until I got to like the last boss, I didn't even know you could dash.
How you don't know you
Fucking
can? They want a
Fucking
tutorial for that.
Ken was playing on Ultra Instinct mode.
There are some parts of the game where if you don't dash, you pretty much lose.
Yeah, no, bro. Like the whole time, I was like, okay, cool. So I could like, you know how like when you hit the bottom of the screen,
Yeah.
you kind of like bounce back up. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I need to keep an extra life for that. And that's what I was thinking.
You really thought developers wanted you to do that?
I mean, it was hard as hell.
I remember that some of the bosses, if you dash, you die basically, because it's about like timing it,
No,
especially
well,
in hard
yeah, 'cause
mode.
you get invincibility frames when you dash. So
Yeah. Yeah, you get invincible for we take damage too. So I was just like, okay, take
Yeah.
damage here, don't take damage here. And like and whenever I took 2 damage, I would just like quit out the level, start back over. And then,
Mm.
then when I got to like the casino, that's what it was just like, oh, you can
Oh
die.
hell no!
Yo,
After
he played that
casino.
game in hardcore mode,
Yeah, that's just crazy.
straight hardcore mode. But I want to play Returnal, but it's only on PlayStation. So Andres, I'm gonna be giving you some visits. You'll get a free game.
He's
And
ready
a-
for a
and
sequel.
Yeah, we're gonna make a line. We're gonna pay that quarters,
That
mad
could be
quarters to
something
play the
to
game.
see ASAP, man.
We only accept cryptocurrency. Thank you very much.
Damn.
Do you accept
Yeah.
Subway?
Yeah,
Subway
you gotta insert crypto coins into my bank account and we'll be fine.
Every day, like cryptocurrency. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we gotta give you the most jank ass currency watch.
Hey, look, just give me Dogecoin and I'll be fine with that.
Hell no, yeah, these days.
But yeah, Ratchet and Clank looking like a great game. So this is probably the one most people wouldn't think that Ratchet and Clank is an anticipated game. I'm looking forward to it. So, and this is one
Hey,
if I
look-
want to show off the machine.
Yeah, that gameplay was just amazing.
I think it's an anticipated game. I mean, ever since its return on PlayStation 4, people have been really, really about it. I mean, they've even had good remarks about the Ratchet and Clank movie, right? I mean,
Yeah, it was good.
yeah. I mean, I think, I think I can't. Maybe it's not first on people's radar, like the first game you'll think about, but the way it looks, the way it plays, it's a classic franchise.
I'm just surprised that Sony is actually pushing for these kind of games because they don't. This is the only platformer. It's kind of a shooter too, but this is the only stylized, cartoony-looking platformer that Sony has kept alive since the PS2 era.
The thing is that I think they realize, like I said, like Microsoft and Sony. I think that's why they made Super Lucky Style, right? I think they realized they gave Nintendo too much room. Like this Nintendo, they're the only ones that really make a lot of games, like a lot
Different
of
kind.
genres. Yeah, it's like
Different games.
yeah, so like so you see like Nintendo games just like dropping heat every time they come out. As I said, like the worst Nintendo game, it still does better than a lot of PlayStation and Microsoft games. I think they realize that. I mean, like I said, you have Mario Kart 8, almost hitting like almost 35 million. You have Animal Crossing coming out, and then that shot past all the other ones, and now it's almost like 25 million. And then you have Smash Bros over 20 million. It's like Microsoft and Sony only dream of selling that many copies of games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Nintendo has multiple franchises that are easily hitting those numbers, and so I think that they realize that they need to like step it up when it comes to competition towards Nintendo's games. Like Nintendo's console easily gets clapped, but their game is hard. And the Switch is a little bit different because the Switch is probably like one of the most innovative consoles that we had in a while.
Right.
But when it comes to like the games, like Nintendo, they have way too much breathing room.
Yeah.
And they're just slaying people as a result. Because, like I said, if you want kid games, we could make fun of them, right? But if you want kid games, you really only have one console to choose from. And if you want like bright and colorful games, even if they're not for kids, only have one console to choose from. That's Nintendo.
Nintendo, yeah,
That's
pretty
a lot.
much.
We got Fat Princess.
That also, some PlayStations are colorful games, right? I mean, but it's mostly like those anime games that are
They just don't
like
market
the most
it.
colorful
They
ones.
don't market for that. That's right.
Right.
This is the
They don't
one
give
game.
They don't give the law that they have to have. Yeah.
This is like the one cartoony game that's like for kids that Sony has pushed
Yeah.
for all.
It looks really good.
Because like Microsoft is known for shooters. Sony is known for like those little grungy games. like
Mhm.
Uncharted and Horizon.
All right.
And Nintendo is known for like everything else. So it's like it's just one of those things where it's like, if you want the best racer, Nintendo. You want the best fighting game, Nintendo. You want the best
Nintendo.
platformer, Nintendo. Like, and it's just the best, like our best RPG, Nintendo. Because people don't like it. Best selling RPG is Pokemon.
Well, they don't have the best online mode though.
Yeah, Mario Kart has a pretty decent online.
It does.
Mario, but what
Has
other game? Smash, you
a
gonna say
decent-
Smash? It's trash.
Hey,
Mario Kart has
Ruben,
decent
Monster
online.
Hunter World was
Monster,
pretty
Monster
good.
Hunter
Yeah.
Rise also has a
Online.
decent online as well.
Mortal
Because
Kombat
they went with
11 has
rollback. They
great
went with
online.
rollback netcode.
That's true. When we were playing Monster Hunter Online, I didn't really feel anything.
Yo, Mortal Kombat 11 has better online than Smash Bros.
Of course.
Monster Hunter Rise has better online than Smash.
That's how it's that. You take
Well,
it.
that's we just.
Yeah,
You
when I,
said that.
and when
Well,
I
you're
say
comparing now for Smash and Monster Hunter Rise.
yeah, when I say the best, I'm just me sales wise. I mean, if you go by sales, clearly, the market spoke, and it's Nintendo that people want. Well, it's Nintendo games, maybe not the console, but it's Nintendo games people want. So, we can't really dispute the fact that Nintendo is reigning dominance on the gaming industry right now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to know what's the best selling sports game?
Strikers,
Sports.
or is
Strikers.
Oh, I'm talking overall and everything.
oh,
In everything, FIFA.
It should be FIFA.
It should be. It should be. Yeah, this big question is so FIFA. Yes, FIFA.
But it has to be FIFA. FIFA is probably
Yeah,
That's-
FIFA
Yeah.
is like world renowned, like
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
wait. Is racing a sport?
Yeah.
It's Mario.
It's not.
I
It's
need
not
to
really in
Mario.
the genre. Like, well,
Yeah.
kart racers are not really in the genre.
right. It's not in the genre of sports, but in real life, it would be considered a sport.
So
I think it's
number
FIFA
one.
and the next is basketball.
Oh,
The sports racing games, those aren't even considered a sports genre. It's just
Right.
considered a racing genre game.
Racing game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What is it?
this website is a bunch of bullshit. I mean, I guess they're combining all the revenue they've made throughout the years, so it's kind of not fair. But FIFA has made $260 million.
Yeah, I mean, FIFA is just soccer is really
In
popular.
general,
Then it's
yeah.
Madden, then it's Pro Evolution Soccer, then it's NBA 2K, then it's Gran Turismo, and
Yeah.
then NBA Live, Tony Hawk,
Makes sense.
Tiger Woods.
Well, nobody's gonna be FIFA. It's
Yeah.
well known around
FIFA
the
is
world.
just, it's too well known around the world.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's just I'm glad Sony finally realized the truth.
Now, if we're talking about racing as a whole, it's
Racing?
FIFA, then it's Mario Kart. Like if racing is under sports, it's Mario Kart.
Right, and that's the thing. That's the thing you got to be careful with too, because a lot of people, it's kind of like Smash Bros. Like they won't classify it as a fighter; they'll say it's a platform fighter. But
Right.
a platform fighter is still a fighter.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So
when
if you hear that in the talks, you hear them call it a kart racing.
right,
They'll never say like
Kart
it's a
racing.
racing game.
right, and so it's like at the end of the day, is like Street Fighter was reigning supreme, but now I don't know. I think it was recently, right, that Smash Bros surpassed Street Fighter's lifetime sales to become pretty much the best selling fighting game of all time.
Hey, and guess what? Wii Sports is number 5, but that doesn't count because that came with the system.
It counts.
But it counts. And Wii Sport. It's called sports. Yeah, Wii Sport.
Yeah, but you didn't buy Wii Sports.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
We
Like,
did buy a Wii though.
no, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Technically, you
Bro,
did.
when my
Yeah, you technically got it.
when my professor is talking about I like playing bowling on my Wii, that means they cared about that game.
Yeah.
Remember that tennis?
How
The tennis
to buy
the
the-
matches ever.
People just went out to buy the system just to play Wii Sports. So technically, they
Yeah.
went out with the intention of buying that game.
By the way,
yeah.
say
Alright.
that-
This bag.
that's right. We can't let Andres get anything. Let's go. Move on. No W's for Andres. No W's.
Next topic is actually a W.
Kick downs.
Next topic is actually a W for Microsoft because
Totally.
have you guys seen the screens for
Yeah.
Halo Infinite?
Yeah.
Now, if that game looks like that, then they really went to work to fix this fucking game. Cause
So you're saying it's time I go back to the 3?
the what?
You saying it's time I go back to the 3 monitors?
Oh yes. So if everyone knows, you can play games in ultra wide. It's just that a lot of developers don't support ultra wide. So
Yeah,
if you
right.
have 3 monitors or if you have an ultra wide screen, it's just gonna look really stretched out, and
Right.
you can tell it's clearly not made for those
Right.
dimensions.
Yeah, because the way they
Right.
do it is they'll put it so the first monitor before.
What?
Yeah. Oh, can you cut out?
You got
Yeah,
cut out.
can cut out.
Do 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 do
Yeah, this man.
do 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 do. Oh, he got a blue screen.
Ah,
So I'll continue what he was
Uh,
saying 'cause I know what he was saying. So pretty much is the first screen, the center screen is the full
a blue
game.
screen. Oh, okay.
No, I don't talk about the blue screen anymore.
No,
So we talking about ultra
I
wide,
was just
right?
making fun.
The first
Mhm.
screen is blue screen, then the right one is red, and the left one is green. But you get the full game at the full aspect ratio in that one screen. But then once you go to the left and the right monitor, it's really stretched the fuck out,
Right.
and it looks very awkward. I
It looks-
tried 3 monitors, ultra wide. I wanted to play like Burnout Paradise on that shit because racing games would be amazing in ultra wide, but it just looked nasty. I tried games like Tomb Raider. Any game really, they just don't look right because it's not supported for it. But this game is supporting ultra wide 32 by 9, super ultra wide actually. If you actually look at those images, that's kind of not fair. So could you
so you can
imagine?
look more of the world, basically.
Yeah, but like
Well, yeah.
think about it. It's a first person shooter that you can have all this real estate.
Right. It's kind of like looking through a fisheye lens, right? Because a
It's not.
fisheye
It's
lens
not.
like
It's not.
expands, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh
Fisheye
shit.
lens is if like you blow up your FOV to fucking max. That's almost like fisheye lens, but it's not fisheye lens because it's stagnant. It's like a panorama almost, but it's not warping. It's just it looks legit. Now the
Right.
thing is with this is that you get so much real estate. So imagine playing this against a console player that can't have that kind of vision. That will be nuts. But they are
Oh,
supporting it.
bro.
They're supporting various things for this game. So this game is built from the ground up with PC in mind, meaning that hopefully it won't have broken aim assist like the Master Chief Collection fucking has. Because every time I fucking play that game, it's almost literally unplayable on mouse and keyboard because controllers just have such. This is probably the first game where controllers have such a huge advantage because the aim assist is so strong that you will not win a gunfight against a controller player. Because the minute they're on the reticle is on the person, it's not leaving. Like shit is like locked on that shit. It's like
Wow.
stagnant on that. And I was having a hard time when I was playing with my brother. I was like, damn, what the fuck is going on? Like I know I'm not trash. I'm hitting my shots, but they weren't missing. Like they literally had me on lock. It was like almost like aimbot almost. So hopefully they kind of address this because people have been complaining about that on the PC version of Master Chief Collection. This game is also supporting crossplay. For those that don't know, they better 'cause the crossplay is the fucking future.
Yeah,
So
right here.
cross progression and crossplay, and then cross progression. So if those don't know what progression is, you can carry your saves over from one machine to another.
Mhm.
Something that Overwatch should fucking do, but they don't want to fucking do it. Man, I wish Overwatch cross progression, but they're not gonna do it because then that means you only got to pay for one.
Right.
Wow.
I got so much skins on the Xbox version, bro. Oh man, like I wish
I
I could
got
just
too many skins
merge
on
them.
PlayStation 4.
I wish they could just merge my account and say whatever skins you don't have and you have on one platform, you have them on one account.
Man.
But they're not
Yep,
gonna
I
do that.
wish.
You know what?
Yeah.
If they could combine accounts and just make it to one, that would be cool.
That's
Does
a lot.
that. Destiny does cross saves. But it's also cross progression because if you
If you go
progress
from one
on the
machine to another.
console, then you go to your
Yeah.
PC and you have the same shit.
And it's smart
Yeah.
they do this because they want people to play on xCloud too, so you can continue your game on your phone or you go to your friend's house, play on their computer. You go to anywhere, doesn't fucking matter. You go to a library and run a fucking Chrome or Internet Explorer and play xCloud on that shit. As long as their internet's good, because their internet's trash, you're gonna have some laggy ass fucking game. But overall, good news for Halo. I hope this game is good because I like Halo, but lately it's just
Yeah.
But Halo 5 was probably the biggest disappointment in Halo history. Multiplayer was nice. That
Mhm.
campaign was the biggest bait in the world, bro. Like, oh my goodness. And whoever played that game and finished it, you know what I'm talking about. But that's that. What are your thoughts?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, for me, like as an ultra wide, it's funny because I actually was considering buying a 49-inch LG ultra wide screen. So like because but then I like questioned myself like, well, what games really support that? And so
Not
I was
many.
just like, not many. And so like, but now that they're doing it, also that may consider things down the line with future Microsoft games as well,
Or just
with
other
that
companies do it
consideration.
too.
Right.
I
But it's
wish we
I would say mostly Microsoft because Microsoft is implementing this. So since they're implementing this, now everything may be under the Microsoft umbrella. Well, we'll see that happen.
I hope other companies follow suit. Like racing games with ultra wide is man, we look so fucking good.
Yeah.
So when we play online multiplayer, it's gonna look. Are we gonna see more about the map? If we
No, no,
play
no. It depends on your display. So if you
Right.
have an
Depends on
ultra
the
wide monitor,
hmm
you can set your settings to ultra wide. Well,
Right.
super ultra wide, 'cause that's what they're calling it. Um, you can set it to 30 because I think it's up to 32:9 is the ratio that they're supporting. So if you
Right.
have something smaller, it supports that too. But that's that's the largest that they're supporting right now.
Yeah, and wide format monitors are becoming normal.
What format?
The wide format monitors, those really big, those really
Oh,
wide, the ultra wides.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those,
true. I've been
those
seeing a
are,
lot of streamers
yeah.
use that.
Mhm.
I mean, it's
That's
good
why I was saying
for
that I was seeing the LG 49-inch because it looks really nice.
it's good for creators because you get more real estate, so you can work on shit. You don't need two monitors. Because technically, I have ultra wide. Technically, right? I have two monitors, right? If I
Right.
just got one, it just be one monitor, not two. But I mean, that's great. I just hope other studios, take note and do this, support this as well. But does that mean that is it require a little bit more horsepower to run those games at ultra wide because there's more
A
shit that
little,
you got to see?
a little bit.
Just
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah,
How
no,
much more do you think, though?
it takes a decent amount because you're rendering, even though it's one screen, you're still technically rendering like the sides of
Yeah,
three screens.
it's like when you bump up your FOV, you're
Right.
rendering more on screen.
Right.
It's just that how much more power is
right.
it gonna take?
Now imagine all that FOV with super
Oh
wide.
shit!
Or, yeah,
At that point, do you need the FOV?
I mean, not really, but well, it depends on how they do it. Because maybe it just cuts it off automatically. Maybe maxes it out automatically. Because it'd be kind of redundant if you had both, right? But
Yeah, you wouldn't need both. If you look at the screenshot, right?
yeah,
It's so much real estate. You kind of don't need the FOV. That's pretty much your field of view.
yeah. But the thing is that like it's rendering so much, you need a decently powerful graphics card, which you can't get right now because life.
The crazy thing is, I'm in the market for a new graphics card too, man.
Yeah, so am I.
Well, you could just get your stimulus checks to pay for all of that. So
Here goes with that.
That's gonna be more, bro. Fuck that. I'm good with that.
You don't ever feel your stimulus check on computer part.
Right? Like, I mean, that's what it's for. But you should pay your bills first. And if it's
Right.
just money
people
you can
won't
throw
do
away,
that.
if it's
People
money,
won't do that. You know this.
if that stimmy is just throwaway money, then buy yourself a graphics card.
No. You pay your bills first, and if you have some extra money, you donate to us second, and then you can go buy a computer.
What he said. What he said. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Ubisoft. Remember that hostage takeover at Montreal Ubisoft?
Yeah.
Remember that hoax?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
found out
catch.
it was a
it was-
hacker who
No.
did that.
He was a cheater from
Well,
Rainbow
he
Six
didn't.
Siege.
He didn't. What's that called? What am I saying? What the fuck am I trying to say? Can someone
He
help me out here?
swatted.
No,
He
he
swatted.
didn't. He
That's right.
He spoofed.
it was a hoax. Like
Oh,
he wasn't holding anyone hostage.
Oh,
yeah, but he
Yeah,
hacked. He spoofed one of
but
the
he hacked the system. The thing is, he's a known Rainbow Six Siege cheater that got banned. Like what was it? What was it? Was it
80
80?
times. 80 times.
Yeah, he got banned 80 times.
damn, son.
So yeah, the
That's,
fact that they didn't just they banned his IP is
so,
crazy.
so before we continue, there's a few props we have to give here, right? First, we have to give props to the guy for being able to, for be willing to make 80 accounts. That's what. The second props we got is up to Ubisoft, okay, for clearly seeing a sucker. All right. That way, knowing they could just ban his account with all his stuff, knowing he's gonna come back later. So, props to both those guys. Congratulations, you played yourselves. Except Ubisoft because they got the money in the end.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? This incident that the guy made, it cost Ubisoft $1.7 million on
in
I mean, that's not.
productivity.
lost productivity.
I mean, that's a lot of money, but
Not to Ubisoft.
not to Ubisoft, and also it sets a precedent. Like, don't do this, or you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, I mean, this guy he's going to jail, right? Or like, is he going to
So
trial?
yeah,
No, he says that they
I
got
don't
him.
think he's going to jail, but so as of now, they reportedly called multiple. So after the first hoax, there was multiple threats being sent to the studio,
To the employees.
and and then they finally found out who he was, where he lives. He lives in France, so it was a French hacker who did it. Cost of $1.7 billion, to do all this shit. But they're good. I don't know if he's getting arrested. It doesn't really say. Anything
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
he's
But
gonna
I'm
go.
pretty sure he's gonna get arrested. Like, if you're gonna spend $1.7 million on this shit, you gonna make sure this guy gets fucking arrested. Like, there's no way you're gonna spend that
Watching
much.
him give it like 50 years.
Like, they need to set an example. Like, you can't be doing that type of shit.
Yeah,
Like, it's
like
not
all
okay.
that kind of stuff, death threat, bomb scares.
Yeah, like, nah, that's not cool.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
and
swatting, like
all of
swatting,
these because he couldn't play Rainbow Six the way he wanted.
Yeah,
and first of all, these games are not you don't even own them. You're licensed. These games are licensed.
Yeah,
games.
but look at this man. He tried 80 times.
I know, but like a lot of people don't understand that they don't own these games. Like, you don't own a single copy of these games.
Yeah, but I
You
agree.
own
They
the
should.
disc that you bought, but not the game that the disc is inside of.
Yeah, like, but for sure, yeah, they need to throw the book at him because, like, I don't know if you guys remember that the hack, no, the guy who swatted.
Yeah, the dude who died. Yeah, he
Yeah.
swatted the wrong house.
Yeah, he swatted him, and then the SWAT team accidentally shot the guy and killed him.
And it wasn't even the right guy.
Yeah, and so they gave that guy, I think, with like 40 years in prison.
Nah, he needs life.
I mean, his life is pretty much over when he gets out, though. And
Still, the way I see it is, if you took a life, you either get the penalty or no. I think penalty is too easy. Life in prison, let them fucking rot.
No. I say you give them 40, 50 years, and the reason why is because it's better. It's better to see them suffering when they get out of prison. They're old, can't do anything, and they have nothing left to fall back on. I think that's better. That's more torturous than leaving them in prison when they get 3 meals a day.
That's true. They get 3 meals, a TV, they get to work out. Man, that's like
or giving them the freedom.
They have pool and stuff.
Yeah, or giving them the freedom of death. So I say, if you give him a long time, by the time he gets out, he's going to be about retirement age, maybe older. Yeah. And then, he won't have anything to show for it.
Most people who aren't about that life will just take their life in prison.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm talking about no ads for Returnal, but I got an ad on my screen for Returnal. Look at that.
It's cruel. What I said was cruel.
It's cruel, but I don't give a fuck. Like,
I think when you talk about like that level of not caring, because he swatted multiple people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like when you do it like that, and like people tell you the risk, and you decide not to care, I'm just like, all right, yeah, nah, you have to get something for this, especially because dude just lost his life for no reason.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think this hacker or this cheater, he needs to learn the hard way. That, like, you can't say all of this. You can
can't
make
do
them.
it.
They couldn't do all of that.
I think any cheater, their whole fucking account needs to not just their account needs to get banned, needs to IP ban. They need to ban, not just ban them from playing the game, ban them from ban the whole fucking account.
But the thing is, he knows how to spoof, so he probably spoofed his hardware, spoofed his IP, all
And
that
ban his
stuff.
account.
Yeah,
And so when they ban him, he just be like, okay, cool, I'll make a new
a
account,
new account. Yeah,
new spoofed ID stuff, like go right back to it. Especially if he was making money for it. Like if there's money in it, people will find a way to.
Ban his whole his motherboard.
No, they're about
Hardware
to,
ban that shit.
he's about to get the hardest ban of all his life.
All right. Next topic. So finally, after 2 long years of no support,
Two?
no patches. Yes.
They close to 4.
Nah, 2 years.
2 years. Was it like 500 days or something like that?
Didn't Mario Party come out in 2017?
No, not super.
Oh, 2018. So 3 years.
3.
Yeah.
Then this IGN fucked up because it said 2 years.
Well, I guess it'll be 3 years in October. So yeah, I guess it could be
2.5 years.
Yeah, 2.5 years.
So after 2 years of no patches, no updates, no talks, nothing. This is probably this game sold a lot on the Switch too, which is kind of crazy.
Right.
After 2 long years, this game is finally getting online play.
And this game highlights the problem with Nintendo and listening to their fans. Okay, this game just hit, I think, 13 million units this year so far.
Mhm.
So
This is the best-selling Mario Party game.
it's the best selling Mario Party game, and this is the 10th highest selling Switch game. Okay, this is the 10th highest. So in the top 10, this is in the top 10, and they didn't do shit for 3 years with this game. 2.5 years with this game.
2.5 years the game.
Until just now, right? And it's like, this is a company who even said that they want to expand it to live services, free to start games, blah, 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 blah. And for some strange reason, they just leave this game high and dry for stuff that people didn't even ask for in another game.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's just like, it's just so amazing to me, like how far, like it's like Sony, you can see the signs, right? It's like Switch is selling, and so they're just like, whatever. Like, let's focus on something else. Let's do this. Like the games that are already selling, like I enjoy it. Okay, I enjoy it. I enjoy the DLC, but Smash Bros doesn't need more DLC. It's already selling millions of copies, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's already one of the best selling Switch games. I think third best, right? Mario Kart hasn't had updates in years, but it did have updates on the Wii U, so I understand that. Animal Crossing just came out, so its updates are going to start rolling out over time, so I understand that. But Mario Party has even Mario Odyssey, right? Even Mario Odyssey got new game modes, okay? And right,
Yeah,
it's a single player game. But Mario Party, the game that everyone has been saying, can you please update this? Can you please give it online? They've been saying this since the Wii 1, okay? The original Wii, okay? They give Mario Party online, and they didn't do it, okay? They didn't do it for 15 years. Okay, well, I guess this game had online, but it wasn't the online people wanted. People wanted to play board game mode online.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it.
You know what's crazy?
It's amazing.
People have been playing Mario Party online on Dolphin for almost a decade before Nintendo could put online in their games officially.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like every time there's demand for something, for some strange reason, Nintendo is like, nah, F it.
No, we're good.
There was a whole thing, I think, was it 4 years ago, about Mario 64 being remastered in Unreal Engine and put online. Okay, put online. And everyone's like, I love this game. If Nintendo were to make this, I would buy it. Okay, that's what everyone was saying about that.
Oh, that's just...
Okay, and you know what Nintendo does? Nah, it's cool. We're just gonna port it to the Switch.
no fun.
it's
No
just
fan
like
love. There you go.
it's like
Nintendo just doesn't
remastered
care.
the game. People are willing to throw money at you for the most basic things, and somehow they still fuck it up. Every single time they still fuck it up. I just don't get it. Like it just doesn't make any sense, right? And so after the longest time of this game coming out, it finally gets its updates, which of course everyone is happy about. But why the hell did it take 3 years to do it? Or one of your top 10 games. Okay, top 10.
They just didn't care, to be honest. Until
You
like,
think,
you know
you
what?
think it was 'cause of COVID?
No, I think people say like, you know
Right.
what? You wouldn't want no more idea. We just
You
put
can't
this online.
couch multiplayer if COVID's a thing, right?
Right.
No, they just say like, let's put
But,
this
but
online.
that's the thing, but they should have seen that coming. I mean, it's like it's just like Smash Bros. Ultimate, right? As soon as that game came out, people were like, "There's issues with online in this game. You need to fix it." And they were like, "That's nice. You're gonna buy it anyway," and they did.
Yeah.
It's
But
just sad.
people were complaining about it and complaining about it and complaining about it. Then and only then, and this is a top 3 game, right? This is a top 3 of their all-time greatest selling franchises.
Yep,
And they're like, they didn't do anything until
2 years.
three quarters of a way out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
3/4 of the way through the pandemic, that's when they're like, okay, let's give it an online update. And it's like people been complaining about this as Brawl. Okay, since Brawl on the
Oh,
Wii,
that's
people are
fucking
saying
bad.
the internet was garbage, and they just like, nah, it's cool. And like through the Wii U,
You know what's crazy?
everything.
Mario Kart has consistently had good online since the Wii.
Yeah,
Mhm.
The Wii Mario Kart had great online.
yep.
It wasn't the best, but at least you
It's-
could play a game and it didn't lag like dog shit.
At least you knew who was in first.
Yeah. You didn't get that bullshit. It's like you're in first place. I don't know when you finish, you're in like in 8th place. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Exactly. And that's the craziest part about it. It's like, what are they thinking? Pokemon has good online, but Nintendo doesn't make Pokemon. Game Freak does.
Game Freak online is the last thing Game Freak needs to worry about. They need to worry about that frame rate.
That's for sure. But the thing is like Nintendo, I have no idea. Like it's really this is the issue of Nintendo right there. Like they just don't care to listen. They don't care to listen. And so when something happens, they're the first ones to complain. And then only after it fails do they decide to listen. Only after it fails.
Mhm.
And it's just like, why does it have to get that far?
It's like they like to be in pain. That's what I like. I
That's
love
for sure.
that. Yeah.
But we got online, so like, we gonna play more party?
Oh yeah, I was gonna
Oh
definitely.
yeah. I go buy the game if you guys want to.
I was gonna
have
have
it?
that game.
Do we have the?
I don't think we do.
We don't.
I was gonna
Yeah,
buy it though.
We have to buy that. Yeah, but
Right.
oh damn, bro. Ruben don't have go online. Andres,
I do have online. I do have online, by the way. I play most of the rights with.
He said good online, but yeah, he does make a good point.
Oh, wait,
Ah,
wait, but you play Monster on Rise and it's decent,
Online.
actually, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I haven't had hiccups with Ruben.
Well, we're talking about Nintendo.
well,
made
your
games.
internet is sometimes it's
This is a Nintendo made game, so we have to see. I saw Shofu playing it, and it seemed like it was pretty decent. So
Their
Alright.
servers are running Windows 98. Come on,
yeah, that's bullshit. Oh my
come
god,
on,
man!
man. Not even 2008.
Like, how you have servers from almost 20 decades ago?
22
Yeah, it's
years
been 20,
ago.
22 years. 22,
Mhm.
23? No,
Well, it's about to be 23.
23 years. 23 years.
23.
23-year-old servers. No shit, your online is garbage.
So I was starting elementary school when that server came out. It's crazy.
Damn. I was like, I might have been in the 2nd grade at that time.
I'm saying it's crazy.
But yeah, Mario Party, Super Mario Party gets online.
Finally.
Let's not pin that. At least we won't have to smack each other in the real when we end friendships. So you know,
But the real
Yeah.
question is, we doing 50 turns though.
I do it 50 turns.
I do 50 turns.
All right.
I do 50 turns. Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
50
I'm just
turns?
gonna do 50 turns.
I do 100 turns.
I don't know
50
about that
turns?
100. You push it that way right
I just don't look at you like, nigga, I gotta work.
there. He said I could only play like maybe 3 hours. I could only do that.
Speaking of 50 to 100 turns, when we finish that board game
Oh yeah.
shit.
after the podcast. So next topic, Monster Hunter Rise. What's up with this? I didn't get to read this because I didn't see this. What's up with this? What's going on?
So to be honest, the most constant is we got new Elder Dragons, which is so you have Kuchalador right here. We have Teostra and we have Chameleons. As the as
What-
the,
That's not the only things.
well
What's pissing
the
people off?
monsters that came out right now.
No.
We also
there's
have
more.
Alright.
Oh, no, I'm not even finished.
All right,
The
go ahead.
hell?
Finish the floor.
We also have more Apex Predators like Apex Rathalos, Apex Diablos. We also have Apex Ratian. And not only that, we can also find it in locations, like in the maps and stuff. We're not only going to find those guys in Rampage pages, we're also going to find it in locations. But the first thing is that we have to finish the quest of the Rampage quest, and then we get to unlocking. We get to unlocking in the new areas.
That's
We
awesome. We're here for controversy. Why are people pissed off?
Oh, it's called character editing vouch. It's that you could get your customize your character at the beginning of the game, and you can customize with different characters of what the games look like the new what's it called?
Yeah, customer.
Customer, but the things like these microtransactions was kind of a bad idea since Monster Hunter World because
Wait, there's microtransactions?
Oh yeah, they
that's
said
it. That because the characters
Microtransactions. No.
Yeah, because
no.
the first character.
No. Hold on.
No, because it said no. The first character editing voucher is for free, and you buy it in the Nintendo shop. After that free one, you have to pay $2.99 for each.
Right. Okay, but you're making it seem as if it's like a microtransaction where it's happening every single. Okay,
No,
so what happens is that in World they introduced
they
editing
locked
voucher.
They locked the character behind the paywall, right?
Like let's say you create your character right in the beginning, you create them however the fuck you want, and then but then there wasn't like the only thing that you could go back and like edit was mostly like the outside features, like, but you can't really edit the face. Whatever you did was said and done, whatever on the character. And so they introduced in World. So they introduced a voucher where it was free on the off chance that you wanted to like edit the face or whatnot.
Customize.
And again, edit because you already customize your character, so you're
That's what's
editing
called
it.
character editing voucher. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We know that.
After that, each subsequent one is
Right.
each voucher after that is $30.
I mean, like how, like in reality, how often are you fucking editing your fucking character?
That is true.
For the most,
I get.
For the
I
most
get
part
it.
in this game,
you probably
for the most part, you're covered in fucking armor.
Yeah, like half the time, like I get it. You probably won't ever edit your character. But if you ever wanted to, like, do you really $3? Like, I gotta pay $3.
Look,
I mean, you get another opportunity that they give you for free. Like
Yeah,
how
but
many?
then after that, you
How
gotta
many
pay
fucking times
$2.99.
are you really gonna go
stupid
back
how you-
into?
Yeah, but it's tough to have it back up to section because
No,
of that.
It's like,
But again,
it's
okay,
like-
and then
it's like- let me give you an example, right? Let me give you an example.
I don't mind it. Like as a avid Monster Hunter player, I don't mind it.
You love getting.
Hold on. I don't mind it because it is a good game that through Monster Hunter World from the base game consistently gave you free DLC updates. They never charged you for the DLC until they made the new version of the game. All the DLC for all the free monsters for all the for the updates and everything were free, which is rare in a game. And a game usually they don't give you DLC shit for free, especially in a paid game that you already paid for.
DLC is pretty much free, and they use microtransactions to get their games off.
But because it was a premium game, right? A $16 game in the beginning with World. Everything else was free DLC. Look at, I'll give
Hey
the
man,
prime example. I'll give the prime example. Mortal Kombat 11. They charge you for every fucking DLC pack,
same thing with
right?
Smash.
Even after you paid for the fucking game.
Yes.
So, and unless you pay for the fucking season pass,
But is
which
there,
is
are there
30 bucks.
microtransactions in Mortal Kombat?
There's no microtransactions in Mortal Kombat because you have to buy fucking crystals and all this shit.
That is true.
And you have to buy chrono stones and all
You mean to
fucking
tell me
shit.
Activision did the players a solid by giving them free maps? Shit.
And then
Look.
but in Monster Hunter World, that's why I don't mind because even on their store, they have options if you want to buy extra shit, right? If you want to buy like wallpapers and all this shit. So for me, as like a game company that's doing the right thing and giving you free DLCs on their base game, why am I not? Why would it hurt me to help the developer even further?
Yeah, you sound like a huge fanboy right now.
Or $3. No, but it's the truth, right? If there was a developer that you right, but it's the truth, right? Because it's no hold on. Let me finish.
Normally, I don't care.
No, hold on. Let me finish. I'll let you talk right after me. I'll let you talk right after me. Hold on. If there's a developer that you truly like and they actually did really good in the fucking game and they provide you free DLC within the base game throughout let's say a 6-month window, and then they give you something that, hey, we don't charge you microtransactions, but there is this one thing that is only $3. And if you wanted to really go back and delve in, but we're still going to give you a free voucher. And then after that, you're going to have to pay $3. Why, as me as a fan of the game, that knowing that those $3 are going to go back to the developer, that will help them further make a better game for the environment. Yeah, I know you gave them $60, right? But those $3 help them further in the future with more DLC, because I know if they're providing DLC, that I know if I give them an extra $3, which is really fucking nothing, but $3,
it's the principle.
and then I know that those $3 are going for future DLC that they're going to provide me with. So why would I care? But there are motherfuckers like me that didn't go back and fucking edit my character because I didn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, we
and we were covered to head and toe in fucking armor. And then so it's just like,
guess what? By not going back and edit your armor, you're not supporting future DLC.
But I bought the second DLC wave.
No,
I bought the second DLC wave knowing that that money was gonna help them for the future game. I also went into their store and I bought extra costumes. So like I did my part in helping the devs out and in their future DLC or in their future games, because that's how much I love the game, that I'm willing to do that. I'm really not willing to do that.
Hey, you don't love them that much if you haven't done it.
I did do it. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, $3.
And World, I paid for extra skins.
Monster Hunter Rise.
You're not talking about
Monster. Yeah, I'm talking about Monster Hunter Rise right now.
Oh, and Rise, I did do that as well because I bought the first DLC pack.
That's cool.
And I'm about to buy the DLC and the second DLC pack.
Paying for DLC, perfectly fine with me. Right? Cool. Right. You're paying for that extra content, right? Cool.
Which is everything and that DLC pack is $30, and it's just to give you extra costumes and extra shit in the game.
They're giving you extra content post game release, and hopefully that wasn't a part of the original game that they didn't strip out of. But we're not gonna even go down that deep. We're not gonna go deep down that rabbit hole, right? So you pay for new extra content that comes out post game release. Cool, that's perfectly fine. But you're telling me that just to edit, I get it, it's the most dumbest shit ever, and you probably won't go edit anyway. But just to go back and edit my character, that it's a game that's about custom ability. customize. Come on, that's not even a fucking word. A game that's about customization,
Hmm.
You gotta
and
pay.
it's not a free to play game, and I can do this for free in the beginning. In order for me to go back to change my look, I gotta pay $3.
Okay, I'll give a great fucking example,
Yo,
right?
it's like
It's just a dumb
it's like playing.
microtransaction.
It's like saying, okay, go. I'm gonna make this me character in Smash Bros. You know what? I didn't like that arm. I'm gonna go edit that arm. Guess what? You gotta pay $3 to fix that arm.
But the thing is, that's different because what they're saying
What,
is that you can't edit the face, but you can edit everything else.
bro?
And then,
Are you serious?
but again,
Yeah, I
but
can't tell.
again, but again, the thing is, you like I'll give the another example, Destiny 2. Once you make your fucking your character in the game, that's fucking it. You can't go fucking back and fix their face or whatever the fuck, right?
Mhm.
But who fucking cares? Because for the most part, in your fucking game, you're covered to head to toe in the
It's
fucking
true.
armor that you gain in the fucking game, right?
Yeah.
And let's say in fucking Overwatch, you can't fucking change your character unless you get fucking costumes that you unlock in the game,
Mhm.
right? And for the fucking most part, you can't even see your fucking character. Well, if you're in first person mode, right? So like, there's shit like that where you're just like, you're complaining for this one game, and they still give you a free voucher to do just on the off chance
Nah,
that
man.
you weren't content.
I can't agree.
You know how many? You know how many?
Sorry.
You know how many people spend hours on hours on the fucking creator on the customization before fucking going into the game? Like sometimes people will spend 30 fucking hours on just the customization
Not me.
alone
I just click.
before
I
entering
just
the
click,
game,
dog.
and they
That's
still
it.
and they still give you a free voucher just on the fucking off chance that
It's
your
just
dumbass
the
is like,
fact that,
let me change his eyes to
bro,
fucking
come
green.
on, my guy. Like,
Like, come on,
Yo,
bro.
this man. All right, Andres.
you are.
Anyways, we have more updates to the game. To be honest, we have a max cap for the
We
pets.
just gonna go on all night about this.
Look.
We got 20 minutes left.
Look, we have more updates for the
I
Buster
don't
rides.
agree. I don't agree with that. What you're saying? Well, I could because you're pretty much saying, oh, you know what? You want to booty fuck me? Go ahead. This I paid $10 just to change the look of my face. Cool, that's
Look,
nice.
Bro, okay, so
Look, okay.
let's say I give you a fucking drawing, right? And I'm like, hey bro, I want you to draw me
That's
this
not the
this
same
fucking
thing.
hold
Look,
on,
okay.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
No, I know what
Hold
you're
on,
doing.
hold on.
It is
No.
not the same thing. We
Okay,
are gonna move on.
I'm a valued customer, right? I'm a valued
Oh
customer,
my
Josh.
god.
And I tell you, hey, I'm gonna give you I want you to draw this for me, right? And you
Mhm.
draw
Okay.
it, and then I'm all like, hey, bro, I kind of don't like it. And you're like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna do you a solid this time, but for the next one, I'm gonna charge you.
That is
All right,
not
cool.
the same
And
thing.
then
Alright,
I say, you know what, bro? I'm such a fan of you, and I respect you as an artist, but the second design, I still don't agree with
Sorry.
you. All right, you know
Okay, for
what?
the sake of
I know
the
you said that you weren't gonna charge me, but now you're gonna charge me for this one. All right, whatever. Fuck it.
look, for the sake
Because
of the
I trust you
argument.
as an artist, right?
No,
I
Ruben,
trust the
shut up.
developer.
Why? You shut the fuck up. Hell no, motherfucker. You get concerned with shit. Okay, let's go.
Ruben, let this get finished. Go ahead.
Yo, you got 20 minutes to go back to work, so I don't care.
Bro, I
But
cannot believe
look,
I'm
all right,
doing this
but
right
all
now.
right, all that aside, right? What they rolled out a shitload of things for this DLC Wave 2, and a lot of free shit. And they rolled out monsters. They even rolled out a surprise monster that wasn't even in the advertisements, which was a nice surprise for people who are returning into the game that was playing in World, that went back in to play in Rise. There was a lot of now you can do a lot of layered armor, which is a lot of people thought that was going to be way down the road, and they actually implemented it really early in the game. So that's really kudos to them because they learned from Rise that like people wanted to do that early on in the game and not in the late game. And so now that they did all that, now we can only just surmise what they're going to do in the third and the next one that's coming up.
Mhm.
So, which we kind of know exactly what might come out, but also they the way that they're implementing these DLCs month after month, and so
Yeah.
and we only got like a roadmap of just 1 and 2. So they're looking like they want to put out a roadmap for the rest of the year, and that's all free. And then so I'm really cool with it.
And to be honest, they also put the implementation of the high rank monster rank cap that we didn't have before. We only have high rank 7 all the way there, and now
Right.
we could to get the quest, the elder dragon quest, like for Kuchala the Aura, Teos, and Camillus, we have to hit all the way to level 40, all the way to level 40 to unlock all 3 quests.
Right.
Camillus is a level 20, Kuchala the Aura level 30, and then level 40 is Teostra.
Okay.
Also, we have max cap for pets to make it more broken, and better armor. And now we can also unlock weakness exploit
New Monster
in better
Hunter
armor.
update, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out.
We spent like 20 minutes.
All right. More roasting is gonna be in order. So what did Google revolutionize in the early 2000s, maybe early late 90s? What are they known for?
Google search.
Google search. That's good old search bar, right? Guess what platform they had that did not have a search bar?
Google Stadia.
Google Drive.
The Stay Nowhere. So Stadia, I didn't even notice this when I tried Stadia out, honestly, because the games were just right there in my face. But it didn't have a search bar. How the fuck did you have a search bar? You invented it.
Yeah.
It took him.
You introduced searching to the masses.
It took 500 days before, like, oh, let's put a search
Like,
bar.
they're the reasons you Google things. Like that alone should tell you who may search like the thing.
Yeah, and Google is the English word, people.
Yeah, like you when you go say I'm gonna look for something, you just be like I'm gonna Google it. You don't say I'm gonna search it. I'm gonna Google it. That's how big they made that thing. That's how mainstream they made it. And they didn't put that shit in their fucking Stadia game, platform.
But yeah, it is kind of getting weird though with these words. Just to go a little off topic, it is getting kind of weird with these words. I remember I was reading an article, and I remember the person that wrote an article. Oh, this guy was knifed by somebody. I was just like,
this guy was
what?
Was knifed?
Oh, knifed.
And I'm just like, you mean stabbed?
Yeah.
but people, people are so used to saying knife that that's probably gonna take over the word stab. So
knifed.
Yeah.
You only say he knifed me because when you're playing like Call of Duty type shit.
Nah, from this point on, it'll be everything. We didn't shoot somebody, we gunned them.
Right? When you play Call of Duty and you got stabbed, you never say, "Oh, he stabbed me. He knifed me."
Right.
That's weird. Now that you mention that shit, that's just odd. But yeah, Google Stadia. Another reason why that shit is trash. It didn't even have a fucking search bar. Now, Epic, can I get a fucking cart, please?
Wait, so if we go down that line, instead of saying "so what" punched you, does that mean they fisted you?
Oh shit, bro!
Stop it right there. Let's stop it right there, right now.
Oh my god! All right, next guy. So Cyberpunk, go ahead. Let the roast begin.
Go ahead, Kevin. You're waiting all this long.
You waited the whole day for this.
This wasn't actually one of them because there's nothing to be said here. There's nothing to be said here. This is just sad. This is a travesty. I mean, you have a company, all right, that has been around for decades, one of the wealthiest companies in the world, okay, who became wealthy by making something that you use to search the internet with. The internet, which is a gigantic thing, and they couldn't even put a search bar on their little piece of shit.
Yep.
All right, like they wonder why this thing failed. Like, I mean, it's really amazing. It's like there's no, at some of these companies, there's just no foresight. There's really no foresight. Like you really thought people weren't gonna roast you for not putting the thing you're known for on the thing you made.
Yep.
Like, come on now.
This is why Stadia is garbage. The only good thing about Stadia is that controller.
And they wanted you to pay for this, people.
Yeah, that controller is really the only good thing that came out of Stadia because that is a real clean controller.
right?
That's it.
Man, this is sad.
So let's continue this roast. CD Project Red. CD Project Red. So you know
So
the
this,
whole cyberpunk fiasco. And this is actually their biggest game despite that broken ass fucking launch.
broken ass piece of shit. So there's two people who need to be roasted here. One, gamers. I guess myself included, because I bought the shit out of this game. and two, the
and
bosses.
Andres, because he bought
Oh,
that.
Andre, he bought the whole thing.
Whole fucking collector's edition.
Yep.
The thing is, okay, this is what really gets me. Okay, so the game came out broken. Developers lied. Okay, developers lied about it to not only us but shareholders, which is straight up illegal. They sit there, they lie to us, shareholders, everything. They're getting sued for it. All right, and after all of that, somehow, some way, the company had the nerve to give their employees and their bosses bonuses. Bonuses are supposed to be paid out when people do good jobs, not a job. All right. And they are going to get bonuses for this game, even though it came out as a piece of shit and broke many laws. And they broke many laws. They did not fulfill the fiduciary duties of their job role, and somehow they feel that they need to be rewarded for it. All right. And this is a huge issue in the game industry already, right? Because earlier this year, actually, we talked about it, Bobby Kotick from Activision, who laid off 80 people this year. I think 200 people last year.
Just to get him more
Saying he didn't have the money, somehow got millions of dollars in bonuses
in their pockets.
Right? But the thing is, it's even worse because they think people are stupid, because it came out today that Bobby Kotick is taking a 50% pay cut because he thinks that we're stupid. Right? That's why. Because he thinks that taking a 50% pay cut, all right, means that people are gonna be like, oh, see, his pay got cut. We know that the bonuses are the issue. All right, everyone knows that the bonuses are the issue. We know that you have CEOs out here who get paid like 100,000 a year, but then their bonuses would be like 10, 15, 20 million. Right? We covered the story of EA, where the guy, when you added his bonuses, was making more than a base salary of Tim Cook at Apple, a $1 trillion company, a trillion with a T. Okay, the bonuses, like, these people are supposed to get bonuses for when they did a good job. If you have a company layoff, okay, 80 people, that's not a good job. That means you fucked up. And if you're telling me you didn't fuck up, and that's why you deserve the bonuses, then why did those people get laid off in the first place? Right? Because that means everything is fine, so they shouldn't have been laid off.
That's fact.
And when it comes to CD Projekt Red, the fact that they're trying to give their people bonuses when this game came out and the state it came out in, and they put the firm, they put the company that they work at, they put CD Projekt Red in so much danger for lying the way they lie, that they deserve bonuses for that, right? That they deserve bonuses for lying, breaking a game, misleading people, breaking laws in a lawsuit. Like, you know how much nerve you must have to think that you deserve to get rewarded for that? Like, these people are it's so hilarious. As the time goes on, CG Projekt Red started 2020 as the darlings of the gaming industry. Everyone was like, they could not do anything wrong. They were saying that everyone was that they were going to be, the next biggest studio. That the people were comparing them to like Rockstar, which have their own problems. And yet, as soon as 2020 came to an end, everyone saw that these guys are just scumbags. Biggest scumbags. And people were taking their side from ever since they had huge bonuses from when Keanu Reeves walked out on stage. They had a huge clout from when The Witcher had his Netflix series. Yeah, Witcher 3 had his Netflix series. And yet, time after time, they came out in the middle of the year saying, "Oh, we don't believe in crunch." October comes around, "Oh, we're gonna do some crunch."
Yep, they're talking all this shit.
Exactly. They say, "Oh, we're gonna do some crunch." Like, oh, we believe in working for the gamers. Well, apparently not when you just lied to not only the gamers but your shareholders. Because if you're gonna lie to your shareholders, you definitely ain't gonna tell the truth to the gamers,
Mm.
right? And then after all that, to say we're gonna give bonuses out, that's amazing. That's
Kind of shareholders just sue the company.
they literally they are suing the company. They literally went from, and they broke many laws too. So they're under a criminal investigation. They went from 100 on the favorability scale to like 10 in 1 year, and somehow they believe they should be rewarded for that. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. Like, this is why you have gamers always upset at these companies, because these guys are not your friends. These guys are not on your side. They're gonna say and do whatever makes them the most money. And if that means screwing you over out of your money, they're gonna take that path.
So they just care for their money. Greedy
So
games.
of course, and so when these people, so when you have news outlets, media outlets telling you, "Oh, you shouldn't get upset about this," ignore them. Just ignore them because they're clearly dick riding. Because you see this over and over and over again, like throughout the years, where they come out with some BS. People get pissed, justifiably so, and then they say, "Oh, you're overreacting." It's ridiculous. Absolutely.
Welcome to capitalism.
Definitely, yeah. That's definitely capitalism.
Capitalism, yeah.
So you done? Or you
Yeah.
guys have
I
some
think
more?
he's done. He made all the appointments of that.
All right, so we running out of time. So Activision pretty much making all their studios work on Call of Duty.
Yes.
Better be.
That's
Yeah.
bad.
Good game.
And that's good at the same
That's
time.
bad.
Good for that
Nah,
game.
that's 100% bad, because if you remember, Bobby Kotick told everyone that he was laying off so many people as a focus on the core franchises of Activision.
Yes.
I guess that's what they mean by core, just Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Warzone.
24/7 Call of Duty Warzone. This next one, like, they put every last one of the studio. Like, what was it? What was the name of the studio that just flipped over?
Treyarch?
No, Toys for Bob. They made they made the new Crash Bandicoot game, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so they made the new Crash Bandicoot game, and then I immediately say, okay, you're a Call of Duty now. Making every studio they own pretty much Call of Duty.
So they're just gonna stop everything.
So Activision's pretty much just Call
Make it Call
of
of
Duty.
Duty. That's their core franchise. That's what he meant by focusing on the core franchise.
So what they gotta do on Call of Duty?
And somehow he thinks he deserves a bonus for this. Do people not understand that if you put all your resources into this one basket and this one basket fails,
Mm-hmm.
you just lost all your resources. Like,
yep.
I just don't get it. Like, he's not a good CEO, people.
You know, the crazy thing is like if you're gonna have all your developers on this game better be updated frequently, bro. Like I want to see Fortnite level updates.
It will be, because he want, look. That's the problem with the way these work right now. Is short-term gain, because they're not going to be CEO for that long, so they want to make as much money as a short time as possible. That way, they can get as much money in their paycheck as possible and bounce. And this is a clear short-term move right here. To say I'm going to take all of my studios and put them on this one game, that's ridiculous. That's a short-term move right there. There's no way you're just like, let's not make any new games. Let's not build anything up from scratch. Let's not introduce new IPs. Let's just take everything and put it into this one
I'm
thing.
surprised they didn't take Blizzard's employees and put them on Call of Duty.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying. I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying. They probably try to make some kind of some monstrosity Overwatch, Call of Duty hybrid, whereas it's Call of Duty style.
No, bro, they're gonna fuck it up even more.
Definitely.
And we all see what happens when a company pours too many resources on one game. Was that game that flopped? It was a game that flopped that they put all their resources into there and they had to shut down the studio.
Can we just say that Activision give up on making games?
I forgot the name of the studio, but fuck, it's right at the tip of my head. But I'll say it in the next podcast if I remember. But yeah, I mean it's pretty bad, like you said, because if it fails, then you pretty much gotta lay a lot of people off.
Thank you, Activision.
They are just working.
You're not gonna make no more games. Thank you. Just gonna
I mean, if you like Call of Duty, that's a great thing for you, but it's kind of bad though. But that's really it, to be honest. We only got a few more minutes left, but we got some streaming stuff to talk about. Castlevania new season. I think it's the final season.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the final season.
They released a new trailer. I haven't
It's coming
seen
out
it
for May
yet.
13. Don't forget.
Haven't
about
seen
the
it
date.
yet, but it comes out in a few weeks. So catch that. Castlevania on Netflix is fire. So if you haven't seen that, you need
Catch
to
the
watch it.
trailer on YouTube. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so May is going to be the month that you want to get Netflix, because also revealed today was that they're showing the part 2 of Lucifer coming out on May 28th.
Yes, they have the
Yeah.
part 2 trailers out.
Right, they have the trailer up. Yep.
Yeah. I just saw that right now, so I didn't see that. I didn't
Yeah.
have no slide, but I
Yeah,
haven't
so
seen the trailer.
essentially, the trailer, God is there and everyone is scared, obviously. So they're trying. It's like they're trying to tell him the truth, but then they kind of don't want to because they know who he is. Like like they have this one scene where he's like at the table, and then like they say something, and then you see like the lightning flashing outside, and they're just like, okay.
I mean, when you're dealing with God, like, you gonna really question him? Like,
Yeah, but this season looks really good though. It looks like so it said in the trailer, just they gave it all away in the trailers. The premise is that God is essentially retiring as God, and so it's going to be Microsoft. It's going to be Michael. It's going to be Michael and Lucifer fighting to see who's going to become the new God. We'll see. Yeah, and it's going to try to repair their relationship. Obviously,
how do you retire as God?
It's God. He can do whatever he wants. Remember?
You can't retire as God.
It's happened before, right? Even in Marvel comics, like Odin retired as
he retired.
Odin.
Yeah, but
and then he gave the position to Thor.
No, I think he's saying like, how do you stop being God? You know what I mean? Like, how do you? Because like, no matter where he is, he's going to still be that guy.
Yeah,
but I mean, but that's more like,
that's
again, that's down as like the leader of heaven.
Right, but that's kind of like the same scenario as Odin, right? Odin stepped down of being Odin, which he's essentially God in his own realm, right? And he left, and then he went to a different realm where he was just like a biker dude. Like a normal fucking biker dude, right?
Being the all-seeing.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that he didn't step down from being Odin. He stepped down from being the king of Asgard.
Right.
So it's like we're saying it in a weird way, but that's essentially how you would equate it. Like, he's not stopping to be God; he's stopping being the leader of all things. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so now, like, Michael and Lucifer are fighting, and like they're like it's like apparently this is gonna be like a huge ass season. I'm surprised they ordered another season after this by the look of that trailer.
Interesting.
But
I mean, this is just part 2, though. This is the same season.
Exactly. But they ordered a season 6.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be as big as this season. Maybe?
I don't know. This one's looking kind of crazy because they have them like in full blown like angel mode, demon mode, fighting each other and all that stuff. Like flying.
That explains why God is just walking around chilling, yo.
Right.
Yeah, God just doesn't care.
But yeah, so May 28th on Netflix. Check it out. I know I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, that's for sure. Next one, The Invincibles renewed. Haven't seen this. Andres has. He says it's great.
I'm gonna tell you that last episode today that streamed was fucking amazing. Just like that last episode.
Didn't he fight his father though? Omni-Man?
No spoilers.
No spoilers. It culminated what that whole season like was about. Like that is just from like the beginning to like end, just the whole time you're like, what the fuck? And that last episode, it made you go, wow, this is how real, like, because in comics or in like even the MCU, right? Like they don't show you what happens to the destruction like around them, right? Like you just like, what? Oh, is there all empty buildings now? Like, you know, and they don't show you like what are like that happens of like the aftermath of like with people and shit like that, right? But in this one it does. And like their series does not shy away from any of the gore, doesn't shy away from like any of the shit that like would happen in the city of like superheroes just fucking went down. And so it's really, really good, and I highly recommend it.
Especially from episode 7 to all the way to episode 9, right?
No, but I would start with 1. I would start with 1, but it it's a slow start, but towards
It's a
the
good-
end of
it's a
that
great
episode,
show,
you're like, what the fuck?
It's essentially animated The Boys.
Okay, essentially.
Okay, so let's do Captain America and let's go.
Worse.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
All right,
worse.
so Captain America 4 was announced.
On the makings, yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna start obviously the Falcon, newly Captain America. Yeah, so it's Captain America 4.
Yeah, looking forward to it, of course.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Is that gonna be like a Falcon Winter Soldier
It's gonna
sequel
pick up
movie?
from the series.
Yeah. They
from
said
the
it was gonna be a
series.
sequel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have him. Okay, that's what's up. I like that.
Okay.
Like that. All right. Ironheart. I don't know who this character is, but that's he's gonna be a MCU Disney Plus series, animated. Yeah.
And they're already writing the script for it too.
I don't know who this character is.
Relatively new.
But yeah, for those who like this character or don't know, you can check it out on Disney Plus. Don't know when it's gonna come out though. Last topic. Your boy, the composer to the Dragon Ball series,
Dragon Ball Z series.
has passed away. Age 89. That boy was. Oh, these Japanese dudes be up there.
Yep.
Mhm.
But he composed, obviously the Japanese version of the game. He's a great composer. He did a great job. No disrespect to him. The English version of Dragon Ball Z had the best OST, in my opinion. That shit was fire. But yeah,
But he was the original though.
yeah, he was the original. It was original. It was
Right.
good. But yeah, not
Yeah.
more I can say to that.
Yeah.
Can't say now that people respect him.
Yeah.
And that's that. That's all the topics we have for today. Went a little longer on that Monster Hunter one because little disagreements here and there, But overall, pretty good podcast. Pretty nice topics too. You had stuff, nice, good things to talk about. But we ran out of time. We're over we're over 3 minutes, but we actually have a minute left and counting, technically. So what y'all want to say before we go?
Oh yeah, the movie Morbius. It got delayed for the 5th time.
Okay.
Yeah, by a week though.
The podcast over. Tired of that.
Hey, I did say I got a minute. Say what y'all want to say.
You say something.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. We're out of here. Thanks for coming through. We'll be back.
Oh wait, one more thing.
I thought podcast was
Yeah,
over, my
whatever.
guy.
Yeah, no, but I forgot to say. So
You got a minute. Go ahead.
essentially that Cyberpunk thing is what I was talking about, Andres, which is that it came out broken and yet it's still one of their best selling games. They're still getting bonuses, so no one cares.
Yep.
Wow.
Essentially, no one cares. That's it.
Yeah. Nothing's gonna change, man. So that's it, guys. Check us out at our social medias. Mine is at Josh Gambino all around. Check out Andres' channel. You can say Andres. Go ahead.
At Lil Bro Big Bro Collections.
Check out Political Peasants. They come around once a
Once a week.
They'll have some
They come
content
out
up
once
there
a
every
full
so
moon.
often.
Once a full moon.
But check them out. They're growing. They're growing pretty quickly. So that's it.
Oh yeah.
See y'all next time.
Judge, are you gonna stream some Apex later on?
Hell no, I'm going to sleep.
All
Freaking tired, bro.
Alright, guys. Catch you guys later.
Later.